Nutribullah and Nutrimilk. Used to love live for them days then.
That. Anybody used to get bulgur and powder milk and oil also?
Been feeling trapped down on the floor. I don't know what for. Feels like I'm gonna lose. Silence takes a hold. I can't let it go. Chin up, no one knows. But I won't let the storm.
Guys, welcome to the Zoom. And before we go any further, let's ask you guys to introduce yourselves and just say which part of Jamaica you're from. And I'll start with Prudence.
Hello, everybody. I'm Prudence.
Hi.
I'm Kingston born, but I'm country and town bred. I had two homes growing up. So my upbringing as a Jamaican was city and country. I had both experiences.
Betty, where you
All right. The name is Yvette, and I'm the country girl in the building. I'm from Portland, Jamaica, the countryside, but the most beautiful side of Jamaica.
All right, I'm actually Paula K, but everybody calls me K. I grew up in Montego Bay, and I went to public school as well. My upbringing was city upbringing with a single mother.
As y'all know, I'm Judy. I'm a country, very country. So I'm from Hanover, Chester Castle to be exact. So yeah, me have the country experience. All right, so the first thing I'm going to ask you guys to comment on is what was the worst punishment or the worst beating that you've ever received? You know, for Jamaican parents don't beat them picnic. You don't know who don't get what's our Jamaican parent get beat, Jamaican child get beaten. So what was like your worst beating experience? Or you know, the worst beating story of feast. So when them done beat your feast, so you go run away. You swear you're gonna run away after this. Alright, so my worst beating experience was in grade 3 primary school, Barksdale Primary, when my mother went to do her upgrading and she left me with my father for 1 year. And when I have this uncle named Uncle Hen. No. There were 3 schools in our compound, Barksdale, Carnally, and infant school. When one evening, I don't know what we get to do. We're going to get something to do. And we decided when I was stay from my school compound that evening, we will go over from infant school was to down. I'm over there, I'm to work, and can't get me. So the person who they sent to pick me up couldn't find me, right? So then come one time and not see me, then come back the next time and not see me. So anyway, so I realized the time get late, I'm walk down for them. Before they have one print shop just down the road from the school, so I'm walk down to the print shop. I'm down there, whatever we can father ask where I come from. I explain the situation and everything, you know, no problem. Uncle Hen was there that day. Uncle Hen jump in. No, she bad, beat her. What kind of time did she come from school? What you know you can't go already care. What she do at school so long, from when school over, and you send people pick her up and she don't find it. Do for beat her. I'm go home, I'm gonna find out something. I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna bathe and everything, and go to my bed. Not at all. Nobody does it innocent to me. You see, next morning when I get up, I have my clothes already for go to school. My father come in the room and give me some rotten lick for what happened the day before. I say, I beg till. Trust me, I don't know about nobody else, but the late beating are the worst. It just makes sense to beat me same time and get you over with it. From that day, I don't know. Let me forget. I don't think I've forgiven Uncle Hen as yet. I'm not even forgive him yet. Because I hear me get beaten.
One of my beatings I can't remember was just for the same thing, you know, coming home late. To go to Dunrabin Primary, and when you're coming from school, you know, man, because bus hard forget, you used to walk. Well, one day we walked, and we're going up people's backyard, and we stop in our little prep school named Mary, something another. We swing pan the swing, we go pan the monkey bar, we go pan the slide because primary school not have them something, you know, so we have to try and done it before we go. So walking now, somebody had the bright idea, so I must go down to my cousin's house. I end up at Corville and I sit down and I play with my cousin until I suit myself and come home. Go home now. Reach home now because I'm a cousin yard, I feel say everything good because I'm own a family yard. Me go, girl. When I reach home, the woman say, where you coming from? So I tell her, I come down from down at my uncle's house. She said, who send I go down there? I said, nobody. She said, who tell us you could have gone down there? So me I try, me I try reason to a family. Anyway, me tell her, I said, I want pee. Me go into the bathroom. If I could have pee 10 times, I would have pee 10 times. I couldn't come out. She turned up at the doorway and she stand up with the bell. She said, "No, come out." Me in there, me spin, me wash me hand, me do everything. Because me couldn't come out. She said, "No, come out, me now. Come in there for you, now, come out." Judy, yes, when me come out. Hey, the woman just have me a going up. She said, "Listen to me. When school over, come at your yard. When school over, come at your yard. It no matter if yard you want to go, come at your yard." I get so lick. I will never forget that beating. Never forget that beating there.
I realized that most of you talking about like primary school days, or when me I got high school, me I get it.
No, sir.
Anyways,
Hey!
up to it, the last lick, the last beating, I remembered was at 22. Like, she asked me to bake on cake. She asked me to bake a cake for her to take to church. And I told her that when I was going out to do my hair, when I come back, I'm going to do the cake. Me go road, do hair, buck up with friend, go on a pool hall, come back 12 o'clock in the night, just ready now to go bake the cake. So she said to me, say, "But if you know, say, I want the cake for church, I'm going to you just come now for bake cake." And me go say, "But what did that woman you do?" Hey!
Hey!
I go say,
You didn't
"I
tell
want
me
that
yet.
woman you she sister, me go bake the cake. Mommy, you asked me to bake the cake and me go bake the cake. Hello? Me only hear pop in my back. So I must come go home because I wasn't living with her. I went home for the weekend. So she slapped me from my back and said I must go home. And 5 o'clock the morning, I was by the gate waiting on my bus to go back home. By this, I was living in Hanover, I know Judy.
You make it cake?
Trust me. But one a serious beating though. My younger years, I live on the main road. Everybody can see me. So we were out in the yard and a neighbor came and gave her some pear. And she gave me the pear and said, carry it in the house. And I said to her, I said, "I'm not ready for go in it." And she said, "Yvette, take the pear and carry it the house." And I said, "Mommy, I'm not ready for go in yet." I get some beating and the boy the middle pass got ball ground. 5 o'clock at evening when everybody a pass a got ball ground, I get some lick out of that gate. For days, me never want to go to the yard. Me no want the boy that will pass a ball ground see me.
Well, the most memorable beating I can remember, I got it when I was probably what, 10 or 11. I remember we had gone to Portmore to visit with some relatives on Thelma Judy. And they decided that they were going to take us to Hellshaw. So, it was on a public holiday, Paris and some other cousins and stuff. And because it was a public holiday, everybody knows on a holiday, public transportation is hard to get. So there was one bus running on the road, back and forth, a minibus. And the bus came about 3 times. We're standing at the bus stop, make several trips to Hellshaw and back. Because it's not far. It's about maybe about 15 minutes drive. But it would be a little longer walking. And every time the bus came, the man gave a triple fare then. Like because it's public holiday and him decides say he's the only one on the road. So I'm gonna triple the fare rather. So on time I said, "No, them 2 thieves, we not pay that." So my mommy was saying to her, "We could pay it because a public holiday and it's the only bus on the road and we have the young kids with us." Anyway, she insists that she not pay and she would have rather walk. So we start the journey on foot because she decides we're not going to pay the fare. And on the way, we saw so many different near misses in terms of accidents and whatever. But anyway, I remember this red Suzuki Swift came flying down the road and was trying to overtake, lost control, and the car overturned 3 times. And when it overturned, it came really close to where we were. So me now in fright, ball out one big dirty bad word and said, Jesus Christ, the man must dead. Oh, this time dead. No, I'm not somebody who curse bad words. And my mother never know say could have come out of my mouth. And immediately she forget about the accident and she said, why you just a little girl? She said, why you so pick me? She said, why you so pick me? She said, imagine for your baby me I carry you go to church. And you grow up in a church and before you say, Lord have mercy, me say, mommy, I frightened, mommy. You're the frightened. And you walk them out when you're frightened where you practice normally. And she said, wait till you go home. Wait till you go home. Wait till you reach home and go give you a hearty. And me from experience, no say. If my mother says she gonna beat me, I not get no beating. But if she ever tell me something, I gonna get a hearty. And she press it out, me no say. When I reach home, I dead. And for the whole journey with the walk, I'm mommy they joke off the side of my head. You know them kind of way they say, you see you, they get out of hand. You think you're a woman. And me walk up fast ahead of the pocket up. Trying. She said, Jesus, me dead now. You so when me go home, she not said nothing to me. Just like the delayed beating Judy. The bed and me say, all right, it look like she not gonna bother with it. In the night, about 9 o'clock, after everybody settled, she called me to her and she said, come here to me. And she said, what you really said today? And I said, Mom, me not tell you, say I frightened, me did frighten. And she said, no, whatever you practice normally is what will come out when you're frightened, which in my case, it wasn't true. But I don't know where that came from. But she said, I'm going to teach you a lesson today. And she did drop it on me. And I remember because we were at my aunt's place, she came and she said to her, say, all right, Dar, don't know. Me think she learned her lesson. Don't know. The other day I found this.
Hey!
What's the name?
You know that?
I have no name, but it is a nice piece of leather. And this is what me used to get beaten with.
Everybody have one of them birthday, you know? Everyone time periods have one of them birthday.
And it's because you're primary school anyway.
Everyone of them real out quiet, you know.
Hey, Judy. Judy, are
Come
you
here to me. Come here to me.
See what up there?
Not in my house. When we were little, Judy.
Me always confused when nobody else on the station because they might beat you and your ball, why your ball for? If they get on to ball.
Where the ball for you? You
and
want
if you not ball, oh, so you're a ton woman. You want more pandits, you not feel this. So you don't know what to do. You know what to do? You can't ball, you can't no ball. So I don't know, I need always not state of confusion. I don't know what to do. That ever happened to you yet?
Oh yeah.
All the time.
That was the narrative.
Mm-hmm.
And then my beat you attack at the same time, you know.
Hush up your mouth. You get nothing to ball for.
And then I ask a question. You know, you may chat to you, you answer me. You start up your mouth. Shut your mouth. When you hear people attack, we attack for. I don't know. Like I still me always confused. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Well, I don't know.
But, you know, it's so funny though. You know, them time as you say, we would have packed a bag and we're ready to leave. But pack my bag, in my bag, always pack. And then like always a complaint say, oh, you don't have no mother. Now ask me the question about no, I have no mother. And my mother no business about me. My bag ever ready to pack. Ever pack and me ready to go. The least of the team me ready.
Alright, so another thing I want y'all to share your experience with is like your worst chore. What's the worst chore that you had to do growing up?
Washing dishes was it for me.
You never like wash dish care?
Cleaning.
washing
When
dishes,
light gone.
and the pot.
Wash part for sure. You say you for clean?
What?
What about you, Betty? What the worst thing? Sure, the worst chore you
Um,
for
so I don't really have no worst choice, to be honest though. People always look at me and say I don't look domesticated, but me dey always wow person. A few people know me good know say me love cook and stuff like that. I think the worst thing would have probably be washing and ironing. And then, I went to a high school where
The
we
ironing.
did fine and we me have to pleat the uniform. Yeah, probably the washing and the ironing.
Mm.
no, the worst thing I used to have to do? Care. We used to always go about daddy like Friday, every like most Friday evenings would I go run at daddy house. And as soon as we catch in at the house, the first thing you do I call me, I ask you to take off your shoes and socks. I used to listen. I never seen that one me here to say it in my life. Take off shoes and socks for the foot. And then move there and say that never lied to you that care. And help you to push up your foot or not like that. You have to lift up your foot and listen to me, man, trust me. Anything else, I never had to do it like often, but still, I never like do it at all. I don't know what it was about taking off his shoes and stuff, so I just never like do at all. But other than that,
I think it's a country old time, long time thing where the fathers who used to like work in farms and so on, like farmers and so on, they would come home tired from the farm and sit down and the children would come and take off them shoes and the wife would come with the dinner. And it's kind of like pampering. I think
Yes.
that's what it
After a
was.
long day's work, yeah. Mm.
the next thing now, how was it in terms of going to people's house? No, could I go up people's yard?
No, no,
I
no.
know.
Let them where you're going, come at your yard. Let them come here. I would always hear that.
What about you, Betty? Could I go up
Listen, we
people's
couldn't
yard?
Let
even
them
walk up to
come
the gate.
here.
It is, it is so funny because even today, like people in my community thinks, when they finally get to know me or whatever, they're like, oh, we never know see you so sociable, oh, we never know see you so outgoing or whatever. Because when me I grew up, me not go nowhere. Nowhere. You know, when you go over nobody's yard, not gonna happen. You go hear say you don't know who they are
Yes,
to yard, school, church,
yes,
home. If mommy, well, they had weekends and so on, where sometimes we would have walk to the shop together. I should have walked down the road to look to one neighbor, so I should have carry me. But if she not did that, it's not happening. It's not happening.
I'm not gonna wait either. I have like we could have got at their house. We could have got an Auntie Paulette's house, and that was basically it. I think we could have gone nowhere else. Do a church trip.
But
same
you know
here.
this.
I'm gonna go on church trip. Not even church trip, but I go. Them used to have like
No,
We did that
Julie.
wicked.
No, me she can't go on bad now.
people like don't a dead end. Brother may have been bus. Brother man used to do chores and so may have been bus here. And like Saturday night time, them go up and the bus and then go KFC and then go dead and go eat and stuff. Me, if my man don't go, second and not go nowhere. No matter how many beg and people
But
beg and say no. So unless
but I
she a come.
but I remember it's quite similar to what Julian was saying. My mom was a single parent and I was an only child. I was a Pathfinder member. We were going to go on a hiking trip somewhere in Orange district and it would be close to a river. My mother said no, she's not going. And I remember the Pathfinder director had to come and beg and plead and said, no, Sister Hines, you are going too bad now. Make the picnic come. And he pleaded with her and she said, all right, I am going to send her, but you're in charge. And no say, if you come back here without me picnic, I dead, you are dead. So anyway, she made me go. And we were there hiking and, well, me not used to doing something there, so me can't manage the country business too much, And when I walk, I'm going to step on Macam, they bleed. And so anyway, I went down to the riverside, I remember, to kind of wash off my finger because it was bleeding. So I step on Maca and I try to pull it out and it go up in my finger. And I asked if me no pitch over into the water. Me can't swim now, you know. Me say, me go to the man chuck off into the water. I said, Jesus Christ, come. Because your mother don't give me warning. And for the whole trip, for the whole rest of the hiking trip, I had to be under his arm. He might hold me up in me and say, I want to be playing with my friends and walking and I say, you come to the price. So because your mother never want you come and she make you come and see you go pitch over in a river, you come, no left me side, right? So and for the whole thing, so the whole thing was just ruined for me. But Jamaican parents were just really overprotective. They know why you're gonna away, you know, to go up people's yard. You know, this kind of mistrust. If it's not somebody they know and trust, you can't go to the yard. You understand? And if they allow you to, they make one bag of phone call, you know, and find out who's going to be there, what's going to happen and this and that before them really low you up. So I think it's just the protection, just looking out for you. It's not, there weren't any bad intentions, I wouldn't say.
No.
I wouldn't say so. But it was really inconvenient.
Mm-hmm.
Inconvenient to us.
All right, guys, so I don't want to keep us too long. So the last time we're going to talk about is our experience at school, like our favorite experience at school, whether it be primary school or high school. We're not going to talk about college or uni days. So like something memorable that happened in your primary school days. You know, that's we're going to talk how it was, what the whole classes were, playtime, lunchtime, when I eat for lunch, just basically anything but primary or high school life what I want to share as a Jamaican.
Judy, there's something that it's not primary school, but there's something that I just remember that I used to do as a child, primary age, but not at school. When we live in Kingston, we had a typical yard. We had like a Jewel mango tree in the front and an East Indian mango tree in the back. Mm-hmm. And then the hedging against the gate, the wall, was like a kind of maca tree.
Oh, I think a typical hibiscus.
And it used to appear these peas looking red pea. The inside is pink. Anyway, you know, long summer holidays are nothing to do. we find things to entertain ourselves, right? So we had the grand idea to go to the wall to watch out, because we can't stand up at the gate, you know, because it's very strict. My cousin had this good idea that because it's dark, when people pass, must fling stone and lick them. So, so people were walking by home from work. It's dark. We're in the bush. We throw the stones and hit the people. And when they look around, they don't see anybody. Say no, they start to walk again, we hit them again. They look around and they see nobody, so then swear say Duppy have throw stone off of them. Some people would throw the stone and hit them, they run. One particular it was fun to just watch the reaction of people because they look around and don't see nobody. One day, this man was walking by and we tried to throw a stone and lick him. We throw the stone and lick the man look around and don't see nobody. The man said, wait. He walk off, we throw the stone and lick the man. He said, the third time we lick the man take him a big stone. I fling.
Hey, not even up tonight.
He said, the man take up a big stone, Judy, and fling the stone in the bush. I remember now, you know, the hedging is maca, you know. And we are trying to run through the maca for the stone and licking the man. And we can't make no sound. Make nobody in the house here say, stone come over, we get licking out. Hey, maca juke with the net, then we hold the mouth and run around the side of the house. We say, my God.
Well, what I remember from primary school is timetables after lunch every day, especially in grade 3. Mrs. What's your name again? Mrs. Forrest class.
Forrest 3-6, yes.
We had to do the timetables every day after lunch and spelling as well. That was like a little ritual. Every day after lunch, and if you don't know it, you're gonna get some lick.
Up until now,
you must know it.
I mean, I always wonder how people nowadays can. If you ask them in 2 timetable, they don't know they have to take out their finger or use calculator or something. We used to have to know up to like 13 times. I swear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see, what was your most memorable moment of primary or high school?
Primary school, my primary school, a river run through the primary school.
Mm.
And every day me the run a river, jump river and I catch janga and so you know my beating level be up here so. Because every day I go me check out, me wet. So I got a lot of beating for that, but it was fun. Remember one day at primary school, it's so funny, because from primary school, they always have little breast and bottom, and I found it awkward that me never want to have them because it's a primary school and you don't see nobody else will have breast and bottom. So to me, it was very awkward. Anyways, where's the prayers? You know, you have to cast your hands, close your eyes, and say your prayers. Where's the prayers one evening, Judy? And I don't know where this boy come from. When me close my eye, the boy come behind me and hold on for me and one piece of wine in. Me not say nothing. Me just wait to see when the prayers finish. And when the prayers finish and I hold him and I done with him. When we done out of clinic, then send him to my mother. My mother was a nurse at the clinic. Out of clinic, them send him to my mother for just see him. Up to this day, I see me recently, probably 2 years ago, and he say, remember when you caught me down?
But me still love primary school. The Nutribula and Nutri Milk. We still love live for them days there. Alright about now, you can't give me a 1% milk for drink, I'm not like it.
When me a big man, me still like my primary school teacher for Nutri Milk and born, and I pay over my money and go carry it.
No, the bulla.
Milk.
You don't like the milk?
After a while, it's never like it. But
I love the pink one. Up to this day,
Never milk.
up to this day, especially the bulla. You remember they had the bun and they had the bulla.
I had the bun first.
Love that.
The bulla was nice. If the bun ever get tough for you, no girl. If that bun ever get tough for you, can kill any dog.
We used to get bulla bun and we used to get a square cake sometimes.
Oh yeah, the square cake. I remember that.
So Judy, you used to get square cake?
I remember square cake.
I remember the square cake.
Me never used to get no square cake. I was school. I must see town school and get square cake.
But me, I can't guys in primary school.
Anybody used to get bulgur and powder milk and oil and so?
No.
After Gilbert.
But
After
not
Gilbert, yeah.
different school.
You got cake?
Yeah, after Gilbert.
No, sir.
Hold on there. Which would I ever? When the Star Trust? I want to get to the Star Trust thing. Which get to the Star Trust?
From the ladies at the gate.
But don't you care? But the woman don't at the gate. When the trust for the one outside of the gate at school. No? Who then?
No. But me know the people used to do it.
Me spend my excellence on the palm gate.
Look here. Listen, we're going to talk about primary school.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, me I trust from infant school, you see? My infant school. The infant school didn't have one little talk shop after school, one little stall inside that school after school fee. You know? So who stay back a little bit after school, where you know your infant school and you wait for your parents to come pick you up. So we did have one little shop, one little place. Girl, but them we do like little hot dog and little snacks and so. Yeah, when me I graduate, my mother have a piece of bill. every day me have to get my hot dog and my juice before me go home. Me have to trust it and put it on my bill. When me I graduate, my mother have a piece of bill. I get some custody and that's for infant school. I don't remember doing a lot of trust in that primary school though.
I should trust fund them, and because my mother used to work at the same school now, so they know so they definitely gonna get their money. So I trust for Annie a morning time. At evening time, mother pass, and we just call mother, make sure no one say. But take this.
No, you see my parents back door.
I mean, I don't have money aside when I don't know how to put it when I walk.
Well, so my mother used to warn me about them. And one day, the same woman we talk about first off, mommy, Because mommy used to tell me something of to buy for anybody out there, only Miss Bertha. Only Miss Bertha, she figures to clean. So I went out there, Miss Bertha, food did finish. And I went out there with my friend. So my friend said, sure, she'll go buy from Miss Cooley because, you know, Miss Bertha didn't have no lunch. So I stand up one side away. So she said, so what you want? I said, I don't want anything. So my friend, they look around for me and they say, you don't want nothing. So me they try with what word they tell her, say, Mommy, I don't buy nothing from them out here. And the woman go hear me. In the evening, when mommy they pass, you know, teacher, are you telling that to say not to buy nothing from we out here because we not clean? Your mommy, no man, we could have never tell her nothing like that. And that's she mean. Me tell her so she be careful how she buy things because you know sometimes certain things where we she not supposed to eat like pork and stuff. She have to find out first if that's under they serve. No, because she knows me they follow instructions. But she they say, oh, you have to go check that next year. This mommy I never really see me. I try to hear you should not hear me. But that was funny, mommy. They try to avoid the cussing, mommy. They tell lie. What did that she tell me? Oh gosh.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining in. You know, it was really good reliving the memories and all that. So, you know, and I think we had like a fairly good upbringing.
Listen to me, compared to some of the things that's happening now, I mean, you hated your parents so much back then, but when you compare, especially now when you're in, most of we apparently seem to be in the education sector. When you look back now and you hear somebody compare, you see somebody things them happen, you say, oh my God, I am so blessed.
Yeah.
Right? And then time you think say you're there hell with the parents them where you have, but you realize and just in terms of forming who you are, because there's just certain things that at this point I'll never accept. You know, it just kind of embedded in you because of your upbringing. So yeah, all the beating and something, it work out.
But anyways, guys, thank you so much. I was feeling pretty nostalgic and stuff, so it was really nice to kind of go through this with everyone, share the memories, go down memory lane, you know. So thank you so much. And guys, watch this far and you haven't subscribed as yet, and just do so. Like, what are you waiting for? It's like so free. Please just hit that subscribe button. And if this is similar to your experience growing up in other Caribbean islands or in Africa, just share your experience in the comment section down below. And until then, bye. I'll see you in my next vlog.